In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college football games happening on November 24, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Penn State versus Michigan State. Number 11 Penn State is set to embark on a challenging road encounter against Michigan State in what promises to be a decisive matchup, marking the culmination of the regular season on Friday, November 24th. The Nittany Lions, boasting an impressive 9-2 overall record and a commendable 6-2 standing in conference play, have been a force to be reckoned with, especially after bouncing back from a loss to Michigan with a convincing victory over Rutgers in their previous outing. Meanwhile, the Spartans, with a less enviable 4-7 overall record and a 2-6 mark against Big Ten opponents, have displayed resilience by securing 2 wins in their last 3 games, including a notable triumph against Indiana. Penn State's offensive prowess has been a cornerstone of their success, averaging an impressive 38 points per game over the course of their first 10 matchups this season. This prolific scoring has been facilitated by a well-balanced attack, with 24 touchdowns, a solitary interception, and an average of 206.1 passing yards per game. On the ground, the Nittany Lions have been equally formidable, tallying 172.3 rushing yards per game, 4.2 yards per play, and an additional 21 touchdowns. In their recent clash with Rutgers, Penn State showcased their ability to overcome adversity, turning an early deficit into a resounding 27-6 victory. Quarterback Drew Aller, though limited to 79 passing yards, saw his supporting cast shine, particularly with standout performances from Beau Pribula and Katron Allen on the ground. On the flip side, Michigan State has faced challenges this season, winning only 3 of their first 10 games and averaging a modest 17 points per game. Despite offensive struggles, the Spartans demonstrated resilience in their latest matchup against Indiana, securing a 24-21 victory with 10 crucial points in the fourth quarter. Quarterback Kattenhauser led the charge with 245 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, while Nathan Carter and Malik Carr contributed significantly on the ground and through the air, respectively. Despite a tumultuous season for Michigan State, including the mid-season departure of their head coach and the absence of a bowl bid, the team has exhibited signs of improvement, winning 2 of their last 3 games. However, facing Penn State presents a formidable challenge. The Nittany Lions have proven adept at covering spreads as double-digit favorites, boasting a 7-1 record in such scenarios. The strength of Penn State's defense sets the tone, allowing their offense to capitalize on favorable field positions, complemented by a quarterback who has remarkably only turned the ball over once this entire season. While Michigan State is coming off a recent win, their offensive struggles, averaging only 17 points per game, coupled with Hauser's turnover issues, are likely to be exploited by Penn State's formidable defense. Anticipating a blowout here, so the Penn State Nittany Lions to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams have encountered challenges in scoring throughout the season. Penn State's recent adjustment with a new offensive coordinator may lead to strategic shifts, potentially emphasizing the run game. Despite the Spartans' potential defensive readiness for a dual-threat quarterback, the looming reality of facing one of the nation's best defenses cannot be ignored. The statistics support this stance, with the under prevailing in 6 out of 5 Michigan State games this season and a perfect 3-0 record for the under in Penn State games when the total is set at 44 or less. Acknowledging the offensive mediocrity of Michigan State and the formidable defensive prowess of Penn State, envision a game where Penn State's defense takes charge, holding Michigan State to minimal scoring and reinforcing the likelihood of the total staying below the set threshold. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Tech versus Texas. As the pivotal matchup between the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Texas Longhorns approaches, the stakes are high, with the coveted spot in the Big 12 championship on the line. The Longhorns find themselves in control of their destiny, with a win this weekend ensuring their presence in the championship game against a determined Texas Tech team. Currently standing at 6-5, the Red Raiders showcased their resilience in their recent victory over UCF, where they secured a narrow 24-23 win. Although challenged in the fourth quarter, they managed to block the extra point, maintaining their lead. This triumph adds to their 3-game winning streak, which includes victories over Kansas and TCU. The Texas Tech offense, led by quarterback Bayron Morton, is averaging 28.5 points per game, showcasing a balanced attack with 233.2 passing yards and 170.9 rushing yards per game. Running back Taj Brooks has been a force to be reckoned with, accumulating 1,352 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns this season. The Red Raiders defense, allowing 24 points per game, aims to contain the explosive Texas Longhorns. On the other side of the field, the Texas Longhorns, standing at an impressive 10-1, secured a 26-16 victory over Iowa State in their last outing. Despite a close call against Oklahoma earlier in the season, the Longhorns have displayed offensive prowess, averaging 33 points per game. Quarterback Quinn Ewers has been a key contributor, amassing 2,513 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. Running back C.J. Baxter and wide receiver Xavier Worthy add depth to the offense, creating a dynamic scoring threat. The Texas defense, allowing 18 points per game, aims to thwart the potent Texas Tech attack. Texas Tech's recent resurgence can be attributed to Bayron Morton's disciplined performance, boasting a commendable 12-4 touchdown-interception ratio. Despite their air raid reputation, the Red Raiders have found success on the ground, particularly through the efforts of Taj Brooks. Coach McGuire's reliance on Brooks has paid off, and if they can establish the run game against Texas, it might be a key to keeping the game competitive. While Texas undoubtedly seeks the win to bolster their playoff aspirations, Texas Tech is not to be underestimated. In past encounters, these teams have engaged in high-scoring affairs, with Texas Tech's passing game posing a challenge for the Longhorns' defense. Though Texas may be favored, the line suggests a competitive matchup, acknowledging Texas Tech's resilience. The Red Raiders bend but don't break defense and balanced offense have the potential to keep the game within 2 touchdowns. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Looking at the offensive dynamics, Texas has been a force, averaging 33 points per game, setting the stage for a potentially high-scoring encounter. Texas Tech's defense, allowing 26 points per game, might face a formidable challenge. On the flip side, Texas defense has shown some vulnerability in recent weeks, allowing an average of 24 points per game. Despite occasional offensive struggles for both teams, historical data suggests a trend of high-scoring games in their recent meetings. As the stage is set for this crucial matchup, fans can anticipate an exciting clash between these two competitive teams, where each play carries the weight of championship implications. In anticipation of an offensive showcase, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Oregon State versus Oregon. Get ready for an electrifying clash between in-state rivals as the number 16 Oregon State Beavers lock horns with the number 6 Oregon Ducks in what promises to be an epic showdown, marking the last time they face off in the Pac-12. The stakes are high, with Oregon aiming to secure a spot in the Pac-12 title game and keep their college football playoff dreams alive, setting the stage for a riveting contest at Autzen Stadium in Eugene, broadcasted live on Fox. In their recent outings, Oregon State suffered a heartbreak against number 5 Washington, falling short by just 2 points in a rain-soaked battle, while Oregon showcased dominance by decimating Arizona State 49-13 on the road. The Ducks are perched at second in the Pac-12, with the Beavers trailing in 4th place. The odds favor Oregon, listed as 13.5-point home favorites, and all eyes are on this marquee matchup set against the backdrop of the Civil War rivalry. Oregon State, with an 8-3 record this season, demonstrated resilience in their recent loss to Washington. Despite trailing 22-10 at halftime, they managed to outscore their opponents in the second half. The Beavers, with a potent offense averaging 36 points per game, boast a balanced attack with 248.5 passing yards and 192.5 rushing yards per game. Quarterback DJ Uiagalelei has been a reliable force, throwing for 2,418 yards and 20 touchdowns. Running back Damian Martinez and receiver Silas Bolden add further firepower, contributing to an offense that is a force to be reckoned with. Defensively, they allow an average of 21 points per game. On the other side, the Oregon Ducks, standing tall at 10-1, showcase their offensive prowess in a convincing 49-13 victory over Arizona State. Quarterback Bo Nix has been a standout performer, amassing 3,539 yards, 35 touchdowns, and a mere 2 interceptions. Running back Bucky Irving and receiver Troy Franklin have been instrumental in the Ducks' high-scoring offense, which averages an impressive 46.5 points per game. The Oregon defense has proven solid, conceding an average of 17 points per game. As the Beavers look to navigate the physical challenge posed by the Ducks, they enter this clash with the confidence of having gone toe-to-toe with playoff contenders like Washington. Oregon State's strength lies in their rushing game, ranking 23rd nationally, and with their veteran quarterback, they pose a credible threat. Despite Oregon's offensive firepower and historical dominance, recent meetings have seen the Beavers emerge victorious, underscoring their potential to keep this matchup close. The spread of 13.5 points appears generous for a rivalry game of such magnitude. The Beavers, known for their ability to stay competitive, seem poised to cover the spread as underdogs in what promises to be an intense battle. The history between these teams suggests a hard-fought contest, and Oregon State's track record of narrow losses this season adds weight to the argument that they can keep this game within reach. So the Oregon State Beavers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The over-under at 62.5 points might seem high, but both Oregon teams have displayed offensive fireworks throughout the season. Oregon's relentless pursuit of points, exemplified by their 81-point opener, and Oregon State's recent impressive 62-point outing against Stanford, indicate that this matchup is primed for a scoring spectacle. Expect a shootout between these rivals, with a plethora of touchdowns. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.